how can the citizenry, or even if it's not citizenry, it's just civil society bodies, academia, research, how can we move towards a more accountable framework, or a framework such that the power dynamics is at least structured enough to have a grievance redressal system?
The first act is always to document and try to understand what's happening. The act of holding power accountable comes later. That action can only happen when there is proof to hold them accountable. Without that, it would be empty words. Right now, I'm telling you a lot of these things have happened. Okay, but I can back it up with a lot of actual official paperwork from these particular departments. And that actually needs to be done, right? Like you need to document proof. If you're talking about discrimination by facial recognition, documenting that would be really hard. How can we do it? Like, I mean, you don't have access to the system. Someone just got arrested, say for the Delhi riots. It's being told that they use the facial recognition system to do it. What if the facial recognition system was wrong? Okay. We don't know. You would never have access to these systems, and the only way then is to essentially demand part of the process of installation of these systems itself is that you make these systems transparent. The way I was demanding you CCTVs must be public, right? So if you're using those systems, I need to know what you're using it for. It can't be that I can use it to go spy on my neighbor. Who would monitor, who would hold these people accountable, especially with these systems? You can't do it unless they're transparent, and that's the first step, I would say. You have to document what's happening. Transparency is key. Then comes the part of accountability, and that's not going to happen unless there are laws. Without a law, even if there are instances, right? Like you were forced to go approach a court, and with our judicial system, it's not easy. I mean, like people are dying on the streets, and if you're concerned about data, the courts are not concerned. It's probably important for a select set of people, or it's probably important for the society at large. But for the court, a habeas corpus petition would be much more important than a petition saying that someone delete Aadhaar data. From a society's point of view, these things are not so important. So it's highly important that any technology system that's coming in needs to have a law. And we did that part of getting this out from the judiciary with the Supreme Court judgment. But the other thing is you have to force these institutions, question them, how come you have this without a law? And that can happen with letters, with suggestions, with questions, RTIs, a bunch of these things. And I think where the civil society can participate in all of this is if you're an academic, you can document how these systems work. If you are from the civil society, you can do the advocacy. You can write to these entities and ask them to provide details about what they're trying to do. And the last part I would say is this is a continuous process. It can't be like that, okay, we've got the privacy judgment and it's done. But what we are witnessing is almost we are in that phase where all the fight that was done for Aadhaar has been unturned because there are new notifications every other day where UIDAI is allowing private sector to continue to use Aadhaar, which has been clearly struck down by the Supreme Court. Right? So we are at this stage now where the government, private sector will do it no matter what, and people have to continuously fight for it. Unfortunately, that's the situation. There's no other way to it.